Welcome on in, builders. We're continuing with our Shadow Empire playthrough. Yesterday we had some major developments. We went from essentially in a knife fight basically near our capital to wiping out the slavers to our south and taking out a warmonger just south of that. We are now the sole owners of Bias Lake, and we have pushed out essentially as far as our logistics can currently handle in the south. We will definitely be able to expand that a little more. We are rapidly expanding to the west and hopefully going to connect up our lines here, which will be very helpful for keeping ourselves safe. I'm probably going to send these two back down here, and we'll send another group in here. We are rapidly pumping out troops just turn after turn after turn, while still struggling a bit with our metal. We are currently pulling out of multiple spots. We have a scav here, and here. We do have one metal mine. We played a bunch of mining cards on it, and we did get it up quite a bit. Like, this only had 20,000 metal or something, so we tripled the amount of metal, but we also brought it down to level 1 ease of mining. So we're basically just getting a trickle of metal out of this mine. We are trying to upgrade it right now, which will help with the situation quite a bit, but even at 55,000, that's nothing. That is absolutely nothing in the grand scheme of things. We look in here. We are using, this is telling me 395, but we're probably using more than that if I had to be honest, metal. So we would really, really, really like to find some metal down here. We found 2 oils so far. That just ain't it. We also do not have a source of rare metals. We are currently just scavenging up what we can. So that is another pretty big worry. In the strength side of things, though, we now have our starting city and 2 miners under our belt. That's going to be super helpful for actually having enough population to run some bureaucratic offices. We really struggled with that in Season 3, where we just didn't have the population anywhere but our capital for a very long time. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of make these 3 our shining jewels and get our bureaucracy up, because I feel like we've kind of fallen behind a bit in research. We were just languishing for so long. We've also rapidly pushed these idiots back. These are I believe they are mercateers that were at war with us from the beginning of the game, and hopefully we're gonna have us around here next turn, and then it's just a matter of tightening the noose until we've wiped all these guys out. And with that, that's going to be all of our immediate threats. We have this blue, and this is a weak major. I don't believe he has been able to conquer anything, so that is really good for me. We should be able to take him pretty easily, but I mean, we're going to need probably 2-3 more units over here, plus an assault unit. We're going to need an assault unit here, probably one over here. Like, we got a lot to do before we're ready for that war. We do have 1 irregular group of tanks, which has made all the difference in the world with our fighting that we've done. Things really accelerate once you're able to get that first tank group out, I find. So pretty good position there. Beyond that, I think that's our main strengths and weaknesses at the moment. So this episode, ideally, we're going to be finishing these guys out. We're going to do some westward expansion, and we're probably going to be founding some cities. To wit, I probably need to turn on a little bit more colonist recruiting, because we're going to take those colonists and need to found several things. We're going to need 1 down here. We're going to need 1 or 2 over here, and we're going to need 1 down here. And we need that because we need to staff areas where we can get truck transport to extend our logistics. It might be hard to see on stream, but this green line is kind of where our supply is okay, and the red line's where it goes bad. So we are really at the edge, basically all over here. Now this area does have a little bit left. If we looked at used, a little bit left over here. So this road, we can stretch it a little bit. We could upgrade the truck depot to get a little bit more, but we're going to run out relatively soon. So we're going to be looking for a spot in here to be able to build another city. So that should be pretty good. Hey, Miles and Dim Bones Man, J-Rob, good to see you guys. Good evening all. I'm going to be lurking for a while in a work meeting. Will you just tell them that you have more important things to do, Dim Bones Man? J-Rob says, congrats on 2 years. Missed the last episode. Looks like it was a successful one. Yeah, we had a good time of things last time, actually. We kind of broke through that early game dam, and we got really lucky that we were able to take this super easy, super duper easy. Our tank just basically steamrolled through him, so that made a huge difference. The terrible twos. Well, I hope not. I hope not. It's funny, like, every time you get near a milestone, it feels like YouTube, like, I don't know, audits your channel or something and just is like, nah, we're not going to give that to you. And so you're like waiting on the edge for like something to tick over, and it just will not do it. And then like you finally get there, and then the floodgate breaks and you gain like 50 subs. So I don't know. It's strange. There's definitely a pattern there. Also, in other good news, you guys probably won't be able to see this because of my green screen. Yeah, my top is invisible, but that little yellow tag, I was able to get Lipton black tea again. No more store brand. I can already tell this is going to be so much better. I'm looking forward to this cup of tea. I suffered 100 days of store brand tea. Now we have a second golden age of my actual preferred tea. So I'm looking forward to this brewing up right now. Okay, I think we had basically finished this turn before we ended last time. I'm just going to kind of peek through and see if there's any cards we want to play. We are still struggling for money. We are using the efficiency drive to make all of our money. I would like our economy to actually get somewhere. We are funneling 200 credits a turn into Wasteland Miles. We were trying to pay off their debt, and we're getting close. We're getting close. Hopefully, once they build this farming community, that will get them up and running. Like you can see here, it looks like they're losing food, so they're probably having to buy food, and that's where this debt's coming from. So hopefully we'll be able to get that into order relatively quickly, because we're going to have to fund these other places quite heavily too. So where our budget is stretched a little thin. Okay, let's go ahead and roll a turn here, and then we'll see where we're at. I tend to find that it helps jog my memory more by rolling a turn than just reviewing what we had. Man, it's a shame that blue's here between us, because look at these juicy ruins right here. And we're probably in range to found a city there too. So very annoying that he's here. Where I wish the diplomacy was better. I wish there was a way I could tell him, look, I want this piece, I'll pay you some credits or something to just shove off. And I don't have my... Hopefully not mess anything up. There we go. There we go. Sometimes OBS doesn't automatically turn a couple things on for me. Boy, these turns are definitely chug-chugging a little. There is a major that is doing really well, and I have a feeling it's him that's really taking his time on these turns. I do see that they have a little bit of a way out here. That'll be a little annoying. Okay, the time of efficiency. We completed sealed roads. That's right. We kind of picked that up as a side thing. Finished high velocity guns. A metal merit and efficiency drive are both really useful. And a spy. All right, let's do our decisions first. Yeah, the thing is, see, I don't really do loose leaf, J-Rob, because I'm too lazy. A teabag just is very convenient for when I'm streaming and whatnot. Do I want physical storage? Probably not yet. Nothing we have is close to being full, so no target on the econ. What we need is the tech to get water out of the soil and metal out of the soil and fuel out of the soil. So actually, I think we need fuel out of the air on this planet. So we really need to get our research moving. Radiation filters, side skirt. You know, I would like side skirt, so we will nab that. We are still using carbines, so we have not discovered assault rifles. That makes me a little bit nervous. We may need to direct their research here if we don't soon. Okay, Wasteland Miles is our newest city, so we're expecting there to be some turmoil here for at least a little bit. We are currently in meritocracy, which is where we would like to be. 1d100 plus 20. We would need to roll really well here. All right, Shinosuke, I'm gonna not do any of those things. Do we have a shadow spy. I'm not sure if this applies. It's hard for me to tell which ones of these apply to which roles, but just in case this applies,
Roger that.
let's give him the shadow spy. I would like to do the meritocracy rolls, so.
Yes.
Okay, oratory roll is 86. We failed. Barely, though, so it's just a normal failure. A lot of unrest increased, though. Okay, Wasteland Miles wants to be a big town. No, not until you're done throwing your temper tantrum. For sure. We have forces here. We have a barracks here. Yeah, they just need a little bit of time, basically. Okay, let's do movement next. There's not gonna be a ton that we need to really do here. Let's do that. Yeah, most of this southern area is gonna be pretty much done. I would love it if we could make it to here, and we should be able to via road. Ooh, 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 I never even saw that. And this is not aligned, so there's no one here. Look at all these ruins. I wonder if this was the capital. What zone are we in? This is weathered apparatus. If we go to... not the apocalypse, colonization. Weathered apparatus. Do we have any news about them? Sometimes you can see things that were going on during colonization. No, not particularly here. What about during the apocalypse? Weathered apparatus. We had a very short, or at least uneventful one. Okay, no, not a lot to say about it. Okay, this greatly just increased its value to me. Oh, look at that! Look at this beautiful fertile crescent land. I want that. I want that real bad. Okay, so if from here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we built our city somewhere in here, we could reach this with no strain. What if we did here? That would be a tiny bit of strain, but it would be really safe. This is, I like this a lot because this is hard to assault. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's actually not bad. I think this is the spot. I think we're gonna found right here. It will suck getting the railroad in, but I think the defensiveness of that position makes up for it. Hey, Union, good to see you. There's no one here, famous last words. Well, no one historically here. ADS says, love this series. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm pretty committed to a Shadow run, or a Shadow Empire run. It has a definitive end, which is very helpful. The hardest thing for me is telling when I need to throw the towel in on a series, because I'm usually pretty stubborn about things, but sometimes I just need to admit that nobody cares, and I need to move on. So, I don't think we'll have that problem here. All right, now I think we want a road that goes up this way, but we also want a road that comes down this way. So if we wanted to get to here... Okay, so here, road, dirt road, to there. Do we not afford that? Dirt road to there. Okay, and that gets us past that mountain piece. So that'll be perfect. We're not quite ready to build that yet. So I think we're gonna build some road from this angle. All right, and I think it would be cheapest if we did it from here. Now let's see. We're gonna want to have a thing that goes this oil at some point, so I think that's it. And there's no reason to stay near the mountains particularly. Okay, we'll do that. All right, that was kind of an expensive amount of roads, but this guy needed supplies. I'm actually gonna bring him back here to get some. And we'll just have to chill there on this turn. All right, over here, same thing. We're kind of maxed out for where we can go. These guys. Alright, take them into there. Transfer. Look at that. 10 GR infantry. Not bad. I don't think... Yeah, you're an MG. So that is all of our GR infantry in one squad. So pretty nasty little unit here. If we look... So these guys, yeah, look at this. 190 soft attack, 380 defense. They have laser rifles. Yeah, not bad. We do need to remember if these are in combat that they're going to cost us electricity. Nothing I can move there. All right, now up here, we're going to be pretty aggressive. We're going to be pretty aggressive, so... do it. These guys are pretty much weaklings. We'll send that unit also. Hey Ryan, how's it going? In strategy games, I'm honestly more stubborn about quitting when I'm losing. I've told the story a couple times, but like for me, like one of my fondest gaming memories with one of my friends, we were playing Fall from Heaven, which was a civilization mod, like a fantasy mod. And we had just this horrible start, and some idiot AI let the demon hell faction out on the map, which like terraforms the planet into hell. And it was down to like our little like tiny piece of the map was the only non-corrupted part of the planet. And we were just like, no, we're not quitting. We're going to win this game. And we like slowly pushed the AI back. We played that game for just hours and hours and hours. I think finally the game file itself corrupted and we weren't able to actually finish, but we had like 3/4 of the planet purified by the point that happened. It was very, very satisfying. All right, I think we can even pop in here with my truck. But the point being, the most memorable wins come from games where you struggle. Generally speaking, if you have a super easy game, you're like, yeah, I had a game where I started with a bunch of gold and then I won. Like, there's not much to say about that. Whereas that's a story I will forever remember about gaming in that game specifically. Let's move that way. I don't need to be in too big of a rush either. No reason to lose troops, so we will just sit there nicely. Okay, I do see we're losing a lot of power. Are we doing something about that? Yes, we're building solar panel 3s and solar panel 2s. So yes, we are doing something about the power problem. All right, down here, we're still having issues. We have a university and we have a barracks. What is your problem at the moment? You could use health points the most. So if they got a hospital, that would help them the most. Okay. Not much else I can do down here. Metal-wise, we're okay. The ammo's going up pretty healthily. I could probably turn this down, but we can hold 106,000 munitions. So we're at like a 10th. So I think I'm just going to let that keep piling up. We have some industry. We have some metal. I think we're looking at doing an industry 1 over here. They're not ready for it though this turn. Okay. I think then that means we're going to go ahead and raise another formation. And as boring as it is, I think it's literally just more machine gun infantry. Just my generic defense unit. Yeah, let's do that. We have what we need. Yep. It's gonna, actually, no, let's wait till next turn. I like to keep a little bit of IP in the bank. You have to ship this out, I believe. So if you at 0, it just slows things down. And I want to get those full turns of construction out. Also, did we research sealed roads or we discovered sealed roads? What are we doing? Econ. The sealed road text down. Yeah, we finished sealed road. In fact, why am I even going that route? We could just literally look here. Yeah, so if I wanted to do this, 261 points. And I do think that's probably a worthy investment. So let's just hang on. I think that's a long way of saying that. Also, our water is making me nervous. So if we could find some water, that'd be great. Okay, let's look at cards. We have a spy. Dome Peak. Pacifica. Okay, I'm looking to see if we see another major. Those are all minors. Okay, here's a major. But that's our buddy boy here. Although it looks like he's got some more territory, so let's get some spies into that. Okay, we do have an efficiency drive, but I think I would prefer prospecting. Desperately, desperately want this. What's the problem? We don't have the PP. All right, maybe we wait on that. Yeah, see, that's my... See, I'm a man of two sides, J-Rob, because I have that restart itis too. When I play strategy games, I'm like, oh, I learned some new thing that's really important. And, like, I get stuck on that. And I'm like, oh, I just need to restart, because now I learned something new. Yeah, I would love it if we could blitzkrieg for the next war, but... I mean, we don't even have a staff council, so we're probably not going to get actual assault units. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple more units of tanks by then, but we'll see. I'm not in a super hurry to attack these guys right now. I have other things to do, especially just grabbing this free territory. Like, it's literally free real estate, so. Okay, I think that's it then if I'm not going to spend that PP elsewise. All right. I think we've brewed my tea enough, but it's too hot to drink, so let's take that tea back. I'm so looking forward to this tea. You guys have no idea. Hey, Axe, how's it going? Oh, I don't know about that, Adius. I like the assault unit that is like a mix of infantry and light tanks. In season 1, we absolutely dominated the world with 2 OHQs worth of that. It was so good. Yeah, pretty much quiet on the front, which is what we like. We suffered no losses. The old majority won with 43% of the vote. Discovered more fuel. Okay, game, I appreciate the fuel, but could we get something else? Hey, martial tournaments, I'll take that. Medium tanks have been discovered. I'll also take that. And one decision. I do think I'm going to design a medium tank right away. For me, I like my medium tanks to be high velocity, and I like the 105s. Now this, I don't know, I'm always of two minds here. I guess if we take the 150, that at least means nothing can overmatch me at the moment. And if we start having trouble, we can go up to the 200s. If I take the 100s, then the 105s can pin me. Actually, let's not design here. Let's design over in the blueprint mode. This is way, 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 way better. I want a medium tank new blueprint. All right, so I want a 105 high velocity. I want, I mean, maybe 150. It is so much heavier. Yeah, look at that. We got to go all the way up to double diesel, and that's still plus 50% AP movement. This is a beefy boy. If we dropped it down to 100, it's still plus 30. I mean, that's not that big a difference, frankly. And I want these specifically to kill other tanks. So I want them to be in tank duels. So I think this is the route we're going to take on that. That's kind of my go-to design on medium starting. So we will select that. Okay. Yeah, that is very true. We are not going to have fuel problems. Where else do we find this extra fuel? So we knew about those two. It's up here. Okay. I don't feel so bad about letting my civilians keep that one fuel depot. Our money is draining rapidly. Are we done paying for this? How are you guys feeling? Okay, we've gotten them out of debt, but they're not making any money. Their food is still going down, and they haven't built the dome. All right. I don't think we can keep this up any longer, though. So let's call Shinosuke. Let's do zone orders. And we're going to cut the budget down to 100 credits. We'll half the budget.
Yes.
I just want to see them get that dome, and then I'll probably cut them back. Okay, other than that, there's not going to be a lot of movement happening. One turn left. We have finished solar panels 2. I think while we have a quiet moment, I think we're going to try to slip in another industry. So I need 100. Okay, so we can't quite afford that this turn. Hi. What are you looking like? You're at 44. You're a little bit behind in Civ level. And entertainment is the low point. Okay, I'll tell you what. Union Junction will get the first state-sponsored VidCom station.
Aye, aye, sir.
And that'll help them get that up a little bit. How is your Civ higher than everywhere else? It's because we haven't upgraded to Big Town. I can already answer that question, but that is hilarious to me. And actually, once these guys build health points, they should go up quite a bit. And that is what we're working on, yep. Okay, all 3 cities are building something. I kind of want to save metal to make the industry relatively soon, so I think we are going to get that unit this turn. All right, so OHQ, MGs, raise it. Yeah, I figured he would be there. On this side, right, this is gonna be a little bit awkward, but we're gonna do this so he can't slip away.
All clear, sir.
That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Right, and then my buggy. I mean, we might be able to take this guy out. These guys are so much weaker. I kind of wish I had pushed on these guys sooner. There's an auto factory right here, in fact. That would have been incredible. That would have changed the early game so much. This thing gives you 40 free IP. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous in the early game. All right, you actually can move up too, finally. And we don't have much IP left. Food is going. We may need to upgrade our farm lickety split here too. Just keep that in mind. That spot. Right, we'll waddle our way through this mountain. Oops. There. We are at war with these guys too, but they don't seem super aggressive, so we're just gonna kind of hold the line until we clear this out. All right, can I? Yeah, I want to come down at this angle to here and then down. Or actually, we may avoid this sand dune, so we'll go to here and then down. We can't quite do that yet. Yeah, and we're pretty low on IP. All right, we'll just chill here. Do we have a person to lead that new unit? Yes, we have people. And strat card, I do think I want that. See what I mean about them shuffling my cards around? Peripheral mining, geology. Do I not have a? There it is. That's what I mean. I wish these would not reshuffle their position. I wish they would be static in whatever way they want to position them. Difficulty was 75. We found rare metals. Excellent. Excellent. I kind of want to know where these things are before we plant that town that we're planning. Where are you? Up here. Okay, I still think this gets a town, and now this needs a town. So something to collect this stuff, although this one's probably fine. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could be a spot. We could do it over here. Either way, I'm a little bit of admin strain, but that's not too bad. This is pretty defendable. I think we're going to shoot for right there. Where's my road at? Okay, so from here, dirt road. Nope, I just want it to be straight. We can't get that one yet. Right to here is what we're going to do. All right, and that'll be in charge of this area. How much is this, a good mine? A level 5 with 7,770. I'm not going to say that's great. I think we're probably going to peripheral mine that. Is the air breathable on this planet? No, it's not. We started with enviro suits. The game you spun up after watching, the main city is in a desert and I have oil deposits discovered 5 turns in a row. Yeah, I think one thing I used to do a lot when I was new to this game is I was too greedy. I know, hold your breath in your gasps. And I wouldn't let my private economy own anything, so they struggled to ever get going. Private economy is so nice when they're rich. They build all this free stuff for you. Hard scrap in time? Yeah, I probably should. Move down south. I gotta get some more road down there, Union. We're kind of at the end of our rope. God, I hate blue so much. Oh, and he just took some of this territory over here. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Luckily, there's no town for him to take. So there's at least that. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to start founding these cities, though, because these are going to take a long time. I'm kind of holding out hope for housing. Housing is like really important if we're going to do these little podunk towns, because it's really hard to keep workers in them. Like, incredibly hard. Crisis of egotism. The arachnids of Zamanar territory seem, according to some adventurers, to have raised a Nexus level. Glad that's not my problem. Ooh, water soil recomposition. There's quite a lot of oxygen as well as hydrogen stored in the lithosphere of our planet. We have an idea of how to liberate those and create water. Excellent. That is one thing we need. I'm not desperate, so we're not going to research that yet, but now we have that in our back pocket. Well, that's nice. No changes there. The Humanist Party, led by J-Rob. Now, unfortunately, J-Rob believes in democracy. And we don't do that around here. We're a meritocracy, so sorry, J-Rob. Well, hang on. What's the rest of your faction look like? Oh, and Levant founded his own party, too. Democracy, Heart, and Force. Okay, you're not the worst. You're not the worst. All right, we'll take your candidate. Motion that we're at war. No, stop being stupid. New org. I would really like to get our staff council up. I think we're going to greed that a little bit. 9th MG needs a leader. So we have William Tudor, Cap 3, Cap 3, Cap 3. Okay, 31 war, 27, 28. William is really good. Okay, I think Hannibal gets to do it. What a mustache that is. OHQ, Hannibal, reveal your true name to me, Hannibal. You can be Builder Adius. There you go. We use Builder as like Snow for people that don't have 2 names. All right, lead us well, lead us well. Okay, where are we going to deploy? This feels like the most vulnerable spot, but I also would kind of just like to get this area dealt with. I think we're going to put them on this front. We'll start heading that way. All right, here, road, dirt road. Okay. Waddle your way down that. At some point, they're going to get tired of me pushing on them. All right, tank. Where's my car? All right, let's do this one next.
All clear, sir.
Applied science. Yeah, I mean, applied science is really nice too, for sure. But I want to start researching some better formations. There's a lot of power locked behind that. All right, everyone shuffles forward. You take out him. God, these clowns. I should have attacked these guys so much earlier. We just had so much going on at the time. Yeah, we're gonna clean these guys up pretty quick. Although I have a feeling they're gonna squeeze out like toothpaste right here. Okay, and there's not a ton else I can do. I guess you guys are okay now. Just waddle up that way. Let's dirt road that. Yeah, we'll get this road down to there too. All right. Ironically, well, if I get one here, that'll give me some more logistics to keep going. I guess both of them will do that though. We said we wanted this one. Let's waddle down a little bit more. I'm liking that we're not bumping into anybody. Our logistics is pretty much stretched darn close to the max, though. See if we can get it so we can at least get to here. I could extend this area pretty easily, but I don't really have the troops to go any further anyway, so I think that's kind of a moot point. Okay, how are we doing on stuff? Okay, Metal Mine 3 is upgraded. Boy, that did not give me much more. Oof. I may have to up these recyclers some more. Okay, we finished the power. We finished... Okay, so we need to see what we're at for power. And you were a little bit short. Okay, we may just chill a turn here to see what our power is actually doing. Not here, though. All right, so you have Barracks, University, and Hospital. That means you are missing the VidCom. Do I care? VidCom will be the lowest one now. Let's go ahead and get it in.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully our power is going to be okay. That could be a little awkward if it's actually not. I think that's it for the turn. Food's all right. Water's all right. Fuel's okay. Ammo's going up slowly. Metal's not okay. IP's not okay. Electricity's a question mark. We're running out of rares very rapidly. Strat cards. Do we not have? We do. All right.
Roger that.
Rolled difficulty is 100. We rolled 76. We got 910 credits. I feel like half the time I get more credits by failing than succeeding. Is that just me? That does also remind me. You guys done with my money or what? What are we doing? And they have no debt. They are rapidly running out of food. They are rapidly running out of food. All right. Yeah, we're going to need to keep supplementing this for the time being. What do VidCon stations do? Entertainment, quality of life. The VidCon's kind of awkward because it's in the tier 2 techs. Well, that's not the way this game terms them. The tier 4 techs, I believe that's the technical term. Whereas your other quality of life things are in T3. So the barracks, the hospital, and the university. It can be really, really, really hard to find it if you don't research it really early. So I kind of, for my econ stuff, I really, really beeline getting all the quality of life stuff before I really start researching so we don't have an oopsie. Oh shoot, did VidComs need machines? I might have been short there. YouTube won't let you super chat. Well, I hate them. They should totally let you super chat. That's disappointing for me to hear. I guess it's the thought that counts. Thanks, Slice. If you haven't used your monthly subscription one, use that. More fuel deposits, this time up in Emerald City. Yeah, we have a couple medals of merit too. There it is right here. All right, so we don't need to worry about fuel, which also kind of makes me think that maybe a power plant might be in our future. I don't like relying on power plants, but I do like them as like a backup generator almost. Okay, this is where I would like to plant a city. We can't build that road down yet. You're still okay. Somebody's here. And no surprise, another degraded auto factory. All right, you can waddle a little bit. Well, thank you, Slice. Slice gifted a membership. Bong hits for Jesus. Congratulations on getting that one for membership from Slice. Give him a huge thank you for the support. Okay. No machines needed for VidCom. Machines are kind of like industrial level equipment, so I would have been a little surprised if that was the case. Okay, we're still building this one also. Our power is fine. I would like to do that, but we can't really afford it. I think we're going to upgrade. I think it needs to be you. We're going to continue to upgrade our scavenging operations. Now, this will need a machine. Yes.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, and we will actually build 3,
Aye, aye,
so I have a spare set. All right, you guys, do I want to strat move you? What is my logistics actually looking like? Okay, a little bit of yellow, but actually not too bad. Okay, I do think we will strat move then. I wish there was group strat move. So what I hate is when you're strat moving and you run out of strat move and you leave like 1 unit behind. Yep, that's gonna happen right now. They can't make it because I'm low on logistics. All right, but they're on their way. They're on their way. All right, that means you can cut up. I gotta be a little bit careful here. At some point, these guys are gonna stop falling back. All right, you attack in there, go.
All clear, sir.
What? What? We don't like that. You're not allowed to actually kill one of my troops. That is definitely not okay. By the way, these rovers are doing excellent. They're doing exactly what we need them to be doing at the moment. Where's my spare? It's in here. There we go. And my tank.
We're taking fire. Negative
Yeah.
to breach.
Really? Did I already attack this turn and I just made them attack a second time? That may have been the case. Interesting that we didn't actually get through there. Incident with Mitran. There's been a rather embarrassing incident you should know about what I did. The National Police were arresting a man in a pub where I was having a drink. All right, this is Daniel. Daniel, what are you doing, my man? Enforcement, which we could use some. Holy moly, they would be so mad. Holy crap, -35. Yeah, we're gonna reverse that decision. Wow. J-Rob's demanding democracy? No. No. Wubbo wants us to set our salaries. No changes. New director for staff council. Okay, I need to actually alt-tab to Steam, guides. Like I always say, Grog Nerd's Guide to Human Resource Administration. The amazing guide here. Staff council needs war and charisma. What is the charisma used for? Forced relocation and pillage. I could see us doing a forced relocation, but our number one thing we need is war. What is it good for? The staff council. 31 war, you suck. 27 war, you suck. Okay, what can we recruit? Junior, merc, senior, civilian, military. Okay, military is what we want.
Roger that.
All right, get somebody better. Liz, 26.
Roger
Another
that.
one. Hit me again. Oh, it's Mink's River Water River. She's also terrible. Why are these military people so low in war? What the heck? 27, 26, 28, 31. That's terrible. All right, give me a senior.
Roger that.
Elizabeth? 14 war. I don't even want any of these people. I don't want any of these people at all. Do we have somebody that we can move around, maybe? Andrew's never gonna move because I boosted him. Dragon's in he's living his best life up here. So Cygnus. Okay. Interior Council. Let me double check that one. Interior Council actually needs admin. Okay, here we go. We can do a switch here. So we'll pull Cygnus out of here. I'm not gonna be able to do it this turn. And he can take the 39 war elsewhere, and we'll bring somebody else in with the higher intelligence. Because this is mostly intelligence and a little bit of charisma. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, so we are going to postpone that decision. Staff council priorities. Okay, so I want discover order of battle. Occupation and governance, I don't really like most of those cards at all. We're going to put that at like 1%. Postures, we want some, but we don't need a ton. Customized formations. I do like doing that. Let's put like 10%. So we have 74% going into operationalize.
Copy that.
Sounds good. All right, hopefully we'll figure out that assault unit really soon. I would love to get one of those out for our war that's going to happen. You have a raised talent. Yeah, we may do some more recruiting, and then we're going to have to do a bunch of firing, so that'll suck a little bit, but it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and pull that. Races across the board, you can prevent riot fires. Cap 3 will train quick enough. Yeah, that's what I figure. We just need somebody who actually has the stat. That's the thing. Yeah, it's a Steam guide, J-Rob. It's called, I don't want to say it wrong because I use this all the time, so I want to make sure I'm giving him credit. Grog Nerd's Guide to Human Resource Administration by Grog Nerd. It's amazing. Literally, he just has a chapter for every appointment. You click it, and it just tells you exactly what skills they need. And that's how I can pick which stats I want. Because sometimes it's a little counterintuitive. Also, my mustache is super itchy tonight. It's tickling my nose. It's unusual. The territory Blue took as part of the spiders? Oh, well, he can have it then. Gross. Oh, another capital city looking thing. Recruit senior. Yeah, just remember, when we're talking about these cities, a hex in this game is 200 kilometers. So this is a 600 kilometer wide city, just for reference. That is humongous. All right. We can waddle around in here a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. I don't like you showing up. Really? Yeah, give me that. Alright, and you guys head on down. These guys are gonna tag out with those other ones that are over here. I probably shouldn't even have moved him. Well, I've already done a bunch of movement. I may as well continue. I really should do decisions first. Because what if somebody declares war on me and I've already done all my movements? Yeah, we got revenge for them killing that buggy. Alright, now I'm feeling actually this one's a little sketch. I'm gonna throw in some extra troops into this one. Looking pretty good. OHQ added plus 40%. Good job, Union. Good job, Droog. Alright, squeeze in there, boys. This is going to be annoying. They're definitely going to end up going that way. Is what it is. Okay, let's actually do what I should have done first. Motion BP reaches 625. I will accept that. That's something we need to get done. Okay, new director for Staff Council. What is the play here? How much would it cost me to move Cygnus? If we wanted to relieve you and we would give you another job, it's 10 points. Okay, so don't do that yet. If we look at Nation, Junior, we do have a talent card. Okay, no changes there. All right, let's play the talent card, and then we'll make our decision. All right, so reserves. There are mostly cap 3s, weirdly enough. And I want stats, war. The highest we have is a 31 on grade geode. Okay, job type, director, highest war we could get. Cygnus is number 3 in the entire country. I think we're moving Cygnus. All right, Cygnus. We are going to relieve you of your duty. We're going to give you another job. Okay. And of course, Cygnus doesn't show up on my choices. Postpone. Wow. Stop making this awkward, guys. Stop making this awkward. Okay, we finished the VidCom station here. We didn't build anything in the capital last turn. We finished the VidCom station down there. We are 1 turn into upgrading the recycling. All right, down here, we could drop our... How we feeling? How we feeling, guys? We're feeling all right. We're feeling all right. Let's go ahead and drop our level 1 bureaucratic office.
Yes.
All right. And in the capital... Now, High Command is nice because 40 BP and 100 political bonus points per turn. It's slow to build. It's not that expensive. In fact, it's cheaper than Bureaucratic Offices 3. We don't have a university. We don't have a hospital. We don't have a VidCom here. All right, let's start doing the High Command. All right, and you guys are working on this. Okay, am I ready for one of these little cities? Both of these are super valuable. I feel like this one has the more ease of motion at the moment. Let's dirt road to there. I can't because it's 640 industrial points. That's going to be the downside over here. Okay, but what about my road? Dirt road. There. All right. The next turn we'll snake it down closer. This is going to be a bit of a to-do to get this up and running. We really need another thing of industry. Also, food's looking a little sketch this turn. Okay. Run it. By the way, I really miss this tea. This is so much tastier than the store brand I had to buy last time. Oh, that is the good stuff. Oh, you are correct. You are correct. We would love to do that. I'm not sure those are bugs. We could probably look them up a little bit and see if we can figure it out. The bugs start with an X, whatever the name of the territory is. Oh, okay. Well, we knew that was going to happen sooner or later. We should be able to get a surround on that unit, though. All right, suffered no losses. Discovered radioactives. Okay. The all-rounder. I don't know about that. Okay, step 1, bugs. Yep. Gimme. I really hope I can touch this water. That would be glorious. Okay. Okay, Interior Council. This was for war. This was for Cygnus. Cygnus, you're in.
Roger that.
Staff Council. Wait a minute. No! That was backwards. That was backwards. Shoot. Okay. I normally wouldn't do that, but that was a misclick. I am gonna go ahead and where's my... Shows you how often I'm in here. I don't want to save. Okay. We're gonna just use our autosave here. Yes. Load save. Give me that last round. I don't do save scumming. If it's a misclick, I'm okay with that. That's annoying. The only thing we did was we moved to cut off blue. Okay. We will immediately do the same thing. Move you to cut off blue. Were you in the same spot? Okay. Apparently this is the end of last turn before, and I guess I could have moved then. You know what? Just to make sure. We'll even add an extra one there. All right, and you guys have already moved and everything. Yeah, okay. All right, we'll roll the turn, and now we're gonna fix it. Oh, fire him again. I'm pretty sure we had already fired him. Maybe I need to do it. That's all right if we do it on the same turn. That's fine. Getting too excited / distracted. Also, we're starting to see more and more blue units, which I don't love. I do love that he's posting up units to guard these little bubbles, though. That's kind of funny to me. Yeah, if we could take this blue territory, another city right in here would be perfect to leapfrog to another city over here. Oh yeah, we got so much. Man, it's a big world. This is a big world. I was like, is that the other side of this lake? No, it is not. Not in the slightest. Okay, and they did the same thing they did last time, which makes sense. Oh hey, we can actually see something down there. And we discovered those radioactives. That would have been awkward had we not. Okay, immediately. Now, this is for the interior, not the staff council. This is the staff council. For the staff council, he alt tabs and double checks. We want the war. Cygnus is the guy that has the good war. Cygnus is going to be in charge of the staff council. Interior, he alt tabs. Interior needs intelligence and a little bit of charisma. So who is my highest intelligent reserve? I want stats, intelligence, and charisma. Sorting by intelligence. So Minx is good intelligence and okay charisma. So she would be the good pick, but she's 61. I don't really feel like throwing a 61-year-old in there. No offense to my 61-year-old viewers, but she's going to retire. She's going to retire. So I think we're going to go down a tier to one of these two. And of the two, they're very similar. The purple party I like less than the green party, so I think gray gets it. Yeah, the thing is, though, at 61, Minx could retire at any moment. And then I just have somebody who has no experience in there. I would rather start leveling up somebody who's not quite as good. Slice says I've already retired. You'll be like Miyazaki and retire like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I think we're going to do Gray Geode. If she was 10 years younger, what a minx, but she's not, so. Gray Geode, I think, gets the appointment. All right, so dismiss. Upward.
Understood.
Okay, Union Junction wants to upgrade. No,
Aye, aye, sir.
we're not ready for that yet. Okay, next, we need to start thinning the herd here. So 0 retirement, reserve pool. Who is the least difficult to get rid of? Liz. Liz is okay, though. Okay, next is 19. You, William. William is actually okay, too. He is the faction I don't like. All right, let's get rid of him.
Understood.
All right, bye-bye, William. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. No retirement. All right, bronze retirement is 250 credits if we wanted to do that. We are not in position to do that at the moment. That reminds me, what are you guys spending my money on? You're still trying to build a farming thing. Is that what this is? Yes. They are upgrading their farming dome. They took out a 3.5k small loan. That's a little worrisome. I guess we can keep funding that for now. Hey, Wolf. Hi, I just learned the background color is the party. Well, there you go. You learned something. You're every day with Babel, you're 1 day smarter, Wolf. There you go. Yep. And you can tell based on this, it'll always show you. So every party gets their own color. Also, and so the trend of saying old people to the front lives on. It's the Russian roots in us. Okay, let's do this quick. Now these guys, we're not at peace with them either. I think I'm actually gonna send an extra unit. I wanna make sure that I don't have the same thing happen to me. Okay, and then we got cut off here. All right, so awkward. Dinosaur Rider, what is this? We're gonna stay there. Nobody else can reach that. All right, we need to make sure we stay in the green here. Or some level of supplies. All right, you. All right, then you guys are gonna head back to where you're supposed to be. And this road, dirt road, can't do anything with it this turn because we're cut off. Okay. All right, then over here. All right, let's attack these guys.
Move out.
All right, get them, team.
All clear, sir.
One loss. Boo. All right, and then that frees up a couple guys to start supporting in this direction. Mr. Tank, same thing. Let's support you with a couple units.
Move out.
Rebuilding one infantry unit's a lot cheaper than rebuilding a tank.
All clear, sir.
The reason it didn't do that is there's somebody else exerting influence on that hex. All right, now this is going to be super awkward. I don't need more forces to chase that, so I think my other reds are going to start circling around. And my tans are going to spread out that way. Yeah, we did lose a car, unfortunately. All right, one infantryman, one buggy. Bye. Yeah, so close. So there's probably something here, or maybe there's even whatever this is in here. And this is the spiders, I think. I think you are right. That makes me a little nervous. Okay, high command is being worked on. Okay, you guys finished upgrading this. 18K. I think we're okay on that. As much as I would love to keep doing it, I feel like that's kind of a waste. Can I get you? And this is where we said we wanted to build the town. Oh, and there's the radioactives too. All right, this road is actually ready for the town. All right, we're safe enough. I think we're gonna just do it. I might actually need, let's look. I might actually need, no, I think we can reach it just ever so barely. I was gonna say I might need to seal this, but it looks like we're okay. I hate to do this without a house, but that is so juicy. There's so much juicy stuff here. That means this is probably a mine too of some sort. While I don't generally get far enough, if we did get far enough in that we wanted radioactives, it's good to have them. I think we're gonna do it. So I want construct, create a new zone, and we want a truck station.
Yes.
Okay. That also means we're gonna need a governor next turn. I think we can have one of our tier 3s do that. This is gonna be a podunk place for a very long time. Maybe Minx gets to retire there. Something like that. All right, we have 1 PP left, so that's not going to happen. Okay, and you finish the tier 1. How are you guys feeling? All right, I think this place is doing fine. I think it's time that we incorporate them. All right, Shinosuke. I can't because we have no political points. Okay. I do think then we are still going to work on Bureaucratic Office 2. 40 power.
Yeah.
Do it. I want those points. I want that research. Oh. Oh yeah, we forgot to look at the medium tank. Don't let me forget that next turn. We'll look at that right away if I can remember. Hopefully it turned out well. It doesn't need to be stellar, just give me at least 100 structure and I'm happy. Stupid spiders. Don't you dare. What I'm waiting for him to do is to be like, oh, thank you. I'll just take that metal mine off of you. No problems here. And then, of course, Blue takes it because he's blue. No Dabba D involved. Okay, he left. That's fine. Goes to show how fast you can get your supplies cut off, though. Yeah, we're gonna need an actual unit over there. Okay, cool. Waste disposal accident in the Emerald City. We discovered hydroponics. Okay. Yeah. I would not say no to that. How did we discover this and then we reloaded and now we're only rediscovering this? Don't know how that works. But let's look and see. So this is going to be armor, all-rounder. 109 structure, perfectly fine. A bad engine, a bad weapon, mediocre armor. So he definitely needs a redesign at some point, but this is acceptable. That is workable. Also, I don't think we ever looked at our troop carrier. 114 with a great engine, mediocre weapon, and good armor. Okay, perfect. Actual perfect. Wow, 118 on structural design of our mechanized artillery that we're never going to probably build. That's unfortunate for us. Okay, yeah, we're just really waiting on weapons or armor. All right, that's cool. So I really don't need to redesign any of these at the moment, so no thank you. All right, waste disposal accident. All right, Levant, you have my full support. Get the mop. Success, we limited the damage. We still lost 1,100 people. That sucks. Ridge State demands oath of peace. Who is Ridge State? Ridge State. Okay, they are raiders. I mean, that's fine with me. I don't have any interest in that war at the moment. They'll break this at some point, so yes, sure.
Roger that.
All right, yeah, we'll have peace with you. Don't raid my gas station, bro. All right, and then everyone's favorite game, I'm gonna expand the borders. And we're gonna take up all of this. Yoink, yoink. I don't know, I've had such bad luck with this auto doing it, even when it seems like it should have worked. So we're just gonna manually do it. All right, you will be in charge of that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think it's via road, so I will leave this in that zone. It's less strain than putting it in this one. Okay, and here we have our gas station. And population-wise, most of the people left, so that is what that is. This is going to be a pretty major town for us, though. We're going to want to build this one up. So 2 wit. Let's continue the construction here. So we will do the barracks next.
Copy that.
And we're going to start digging in here. Yeah, I noticed that we're losing food this turn. 2 turns on high command. I don't think I want to wait for that, though. All right, so we would need 2 machines. We have 2 machines. That water is getting me more and more nervous.
Roger that.
All right, go ahead and do it. Conversely, could we hold out for hydroponics? Actually, cancel that construction. Get me the econ, call research, get me hydroponics. It's so much more water efficient, and I do think water is going to be a problem. Even if we get the soil water recombine thing, we still have to pay electricity to do that. And it's just expensive. Better to be more efficient now. Okay, 23 points left. Money's getting tight. Let's go ahead and do an efficiency drive. We cannot do it this turn. Okay, do we have a no retirement? No. Okay, I think we'll do a Medal of Merit. Starting with governors. Does anyone not have one? None of you have one? Oh, goodness. All right, well, the only person who needs some good attaboys is Dembones Man, so we'll go ahead and give it to him.
Understood.
99. No, hydroponics actually needs less water, Union. And we can show that off pretty easy. So if we go here, well, I guess I can't because I don't have the tech for it, but it uses less than the agricultural dome, I'm pretty certain. Less people once we get the robots. We do have some political aid trucks, and we do have some military propagandists too. I'm gonna save these points though, because we need to do an efficiency drive. Or we need to lower the budget again. But these guys are still very in debt. Okay, you guys. Strat move. And you too. You just normal move. Okay, how are you still having problems? I don't believe you actually do. I don't believe you. Stop telling me you're hungry. A real soldier wouldn't tell me he's hungry. Alright, I'm starting to see buildup of things over here. Let's get that blocked off before we have an oopsie. Yeah. No, no, no. No, no, no. We're not gonna do that. Okay. Problem solved. Alright, then this is just gonna be really dumb. We're just gonna chase them down this peninsula, basically. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, well. Yep, 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 yep. And then these guys, I think, are gonna circle around the other way, because there's no point in sending them that direction. And we're gonna supply via this road. And I think this road... We're gonna have to plunk a city down somewhere over here. I just don't know where. I guess we just expand it. I don't want to do that until I have somebody to guard it. I don't want to give them a road to get on and drive to my capital. Okay. We also kind of sort of have the metal that we could make a run for that industry. I think now's the moment. Industry 1, go.
Sir.
All right. Big economic things happening in our neck of the woods. Like I said, this is the beginning of a golden age. Oh, I don't think I moved the spider units. No, I want to block that one hex. You've got to give it to me. I want to screw Blue like he screwed me. I totally forgot, Union. I probably also do need machines. You're probably right. Hopefully we had enough for that turn, because I did have 2 extras. I very much dislike that this is not in my territory. Hopefully we will be able to change that. I have a sneaky suspicion there's a giant stack in that last hex. I have a very strong suspicion. Okay, the spiders declared war. Great. Alright, well, we're at war anyways. Alright. They were there. That's what we thought. But there's only one, and he ran away right away too? What happened there? Did you not have AP? You do. Do it again.
Do it now.
Okay, there were more than just the one, I see.
Objective lost.
Okay. This is gonna require more forces. I think we're gonna have to make another actual attack force, but now, right after I committed to a major metal thing, so we have to wait for that to finish. We're gonna need another assault force over here. All right, for the time being. Okay, I never actually moved you where you're supposed to be. I'm gonna pull this guy too. We can just hold the position, that's all right. As long as there's things there, I don't think he can get in there either. We'll send our truck that direction. I need that unit down here. All right, this is gonna be a little bit awkward, but I'm gonna bring that guy this way too. All right, I want this. Stop touching my auto factory. Just like you don't touch America's boats, you don't touch Babel's auto factory. All right, you plug that hole. All right, this side. Alright, this is starting to look better and better over here. Pretty soon we'll have full control of this border, I feel. Alright, you guys, group move. You... Why are you showing blue? I think we're having some supply issues there. We'll road to here. I really don't want to build a road all the way there. Hopefully we can get it via that. Alright, I don't want to spend any more metal, but we do need some more machines. We'll produce 3. That would be a very scenic road. Yeah. Like it's got a little bit of green, and then we're heading into like the tundra, big, like an Arctic Ocean. That would be a scenic road, right past the solar auto factory. New advisor. We can take aboard another advisor. We have room for 2 advisors. We currently only have 1. I don't even know what our advisor is doing, if I'm being honest. Maybe we should take a look at that. Okay, Liz has a lot of charisma. Liz got Riz. And Wilbur probably is a little bit better. Wilbur's ever so slightly better. All right, Wilbur, you can be an advisor. Let's see, what are our advisors actually doing? Job type, advisor. All right, well, you do exist. All right, but you're not Wilbur. You're Wero 10. All right, Wero 10, you can be an advisor. There you go, welcome in. Okay, and Pyrrhic is our other advisor. Can I tell who you are attached to from here? Is attached to Union. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what's been helping Union so much. All right, we're not gonna break up the iconic duo of Pyrrhic and Union. And Wero, let's get that new governor in position, and then we'll attach you to them. So bring council, less general strategies again.
Roger that.
A new governor. Yeah, you are terrible. But Elizabeth, you gotta go. Minx is pretty good, but she will retire. I think we're gonna put Liz the Riz in there.
Okie dokie.
Okay, and governor. Rename. You are Liz Riz. There you go. And then let's take our new advisor, Wero, call, attach. Why does this screen not have filters? That would be very handy here. Liz the Riz. And give her some advice. Not about her Riz, but about being a governor. Okay, and actually, you go here. Hey, there we go. All right, solid northern line, almost. Very close to being done. All right, you're waiting for supplies. We spent 900 metal last turn. Yep. Well, that's a little worrisome. We also lost a little bit of food because we're going to try to hold out for that hydro. How are we doing on the hydro? Okay. Okay. Make it quick, guys. Office 2 is done. Okay, 1 turn on high command. I think we might do Bureau 3 here. I think we might do Bureau 3 here, but not this turn. Machines, we're okay. I built some. We're spending 1 and we have 4. A lot of the stuff I'm building don't need machines. It's just the industry at the moment. Our money is getting very bad though. We need another efficiency drive.
Understood.
Money printer go burr. Critical failure. Gray Geode. It's because I didn't rename him. We don't know his true name, so he can't give us good rolls. Gray Geode, reveal your true name to me. Let's see, who else do we have? Who doesn't have a name here? We don't have Wolfen this time. Wolf. Head Hurler. All right, Wolf. I forgive you. It's my fault. I didn't ask your true name, so we can't expect you to do well. But next time, no excuses. I think that's it for the turn. Man, I missed that. I won't lie. I really missed the taste of my my cheapy Lipton tea. It's stronger than the store brand. Yeah, if only we could get some more metal. If we had another metal mine, we could be accelerating so much right now. We need another gas station over here. We need this one up here, and we're gonna need one up here. But that's just a lot of things to all be building at the same time. And we're out of metal again, so. Yeah, push blue, push blue. Okay, egotism is still going. All right, we met our promise about BP. Ooh, the assault gun. Ooh. We like that. We like that. We like that a lot. We may design one of those, actually. Incident with firing on a popular subject. Droog, what are you getting me into here? Holy moly. Minus 14 meritocracy? I've never even seen something that bad. No, we're going to be reversing that decision. What could we get? I don't even know if I've ever actually unlocked administrative competence. So that would give us call to success. Makes capable population and workers leave to join free folk and eventually come to you. Ooh. We could play that on blue. And tough NCO. Sometimes NCOs are more valuable than officers. This is the case with the tough NCO. Troops it is embedded with receive a 50% bonus to their defense value. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I find that funny that that's harder to get than the champion, who's absolutely one of the best ones. 50% chance to turn a hit into a kill. That is ridiculously powerful. That is so good. Okay, this we do need to come in here and fiddle with. So we are having a little bit of PP problems, so let's put it at 15. Interior, I think, goes down to 10. Staff goes down to 10. Model at 15. And then 25, 25? Okay. I'll accept that for now. Economic Council task priorities, no changes. Assault gun, let's go make a blueprint. Okay, so an assault gun. Now for these, I believe we want howitzers on these. I did that wrong last time. These get howitzers, and the tank destroyers get the high velocity HV. So I think we want that, and we would want probably 100 mils on it. And then what makes you not stupid slow? Double diesel. That's still pretty We need some better armor tech is what we need. I guess we don't have to go 105. We could start with an 88. That's a little less ridiculous. What is my current light? A 40 millimeter. So you're not even using the largest gun you could use. And this actually could use a redesign because it doesn't have side skirts on it at the moment. Okay. Blueprints. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm kind of debating, do I want to do a new model of light tank first? How are your base stats? Really bad engine, everything else was okay. We have a decent amount of field testing. Maybe the most important person to attach an advisor to is the guy rolling efficiency drives. Huh? Maybe, yeah, I could see that. I hate to take off the guy off of Union. Union is our OHQ that is doing all the offensive work with the red shirts, and he's not very good. He's only a Cap 2, unfortunately. And so I feel like that advisor is actually what's helping out so much there. I hate to break up the band, as it were. And at least till my new governor's on her feet, I don't want to mess with that. But remind me about that later next time we start talking about advisors. I am really torn here. Redesign the light tank should be good with all the field testing. I mean, the thing is, we're going to be getting more field testing right now, though. I think let's make the assault gun, and then we'll immediately probably do the light.
Copy
Yeah,
that.
go ahead and get that designed. No, we're not going to upgrade. Okay, and we definitely need another efficiency drive. Maybe I'm going to be sad. Okay, here we go. We're all right. Difficulty was 100. We rolled 115. Got 2,100 credits. Okay, somebody explain the math behind this card to me. But now we're fine again. All right, you guys keep rolling.
All clear, sir.
Okay, they're getting very close to being done. All right, and then here. Next turn, we'll probably assault into that. Alright, apparently we need to actually wall up a little bit here because they're being a little... They're kind of being stinkers at the moment. Okay, that's fine. One gap. Not much I can do about that. Alright, and you, make sure we get the ruins that I want. Alright, and you keep waddling. Kind of want you to go here. Okay, we'll just chill there. Yeah, and we're not gonna sit that far out here. We're gonna collapse back towards this line where I actually care about things. Okay, one turn left on the barracks. That's fine. Okay, metal is still not very good. Bureaucrat 2. Right. Nice try, Shinosuke. Zone orders. You gotta start paying your taxes. Regular zone. Confirm. Also, we never called up here, nor did we name this, so Liz the Riz. Zone orders. Change zone name. What is this one gonna be? This is a very important place. It's going to be salvaging a bunch of ruins. It's going to mine radioactives. It's going to be a major supply depot. This is kind of like the middle of the map. So this is going to be like a super important area for us. We need a good name for this one. Dala, Dala, Dala. All right. This will be Silver City. There you go. Named after Dala, Dala, Dala. We'll give you 1 credit of public budget. We are paying 5 credits to our workers. You can have emergency food.
Okie dokie.
All right, that should help the worker situation some. Okay, and then we may drop a Terran farm here. We're at like perfect temperature here. I may build it right here, in fact. Am I allowed to do that on ruins? I would be allowed. Although, I really, really, really want to make an agricultural facility. It's going to use too much water. My dreams of 1,000-kilometer farms will just have to wait for another planet. I'm being oppressed by my dehydration. Feels bad, man. Alright, what about there? Okay, that works. Alright, this is pretty awkward, I won't lie. Alright, give me... I think this whole unit is gonna have to redeploy. I need another defensive unit, which we can't afford this turn. Alright, for the time being, you're gonna take over guard duty. I want to grab this. I do not want blue. This is so good. I hope they finish blue off and take this territory. Metal. There's even metal over there. Okay. Babel is to metal as America is to oil. I want that. I want that real bad. I want that really, really, really bad. It's not even that much, but it's still better than 0. There's a new city? Yeah, we founded a gas station over here called Silver City. It's going to be in charge of this major salvage operation. It also is on the equator. Almost smack dab on the equator, I would say. So, kind of middle of the map spot. Also the western way through these mountains. So, very important to me. Because we don't have any place in here I can get a road through anytime soon. Like, right here is, like, the best spot. And this would still be 1,300 IP just for the dirt road. That ain't happening anytime soon. That's a long ways down. Yeah, this is a bigger planet than we were playing last time. Rail? We would love to do rail. We currently are in possession of 272 metal. So that's going to be a thing. Okay, I think that's turn. Trying to breathe my tea there. How we doing on VP? I can check. Have you tried being in possession of 273? I have tried. Same metal one. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't play planets that don't have at least 100% heavy metals. I don't remember what this one was, but I want to say it was kind of high. We can look, I suppose. I don't know. Does anyone know this for a fact? In the planet history, if there's a ton of mining going on, does that actually take metal out of the planet? Or is that just telling us there's lots of metal present? I actually don't know on that one. Oh, it begins. Lost 200 infantry. Discovered rare metals. Ooh, armored army. Want that. I want that real bad. Got another efficiency drive card. Okay. Over here. I'm sorry, man. All right, you go over there. I do not want to lose that. Okay, that's everybody. Before I forget, let's get the replacements. We really need more units over here. All right, you start working over to that mine. All right, did we finish? Well, no, we're doing it out of order. I'm too excited. All right, no new organization. Charismatic Union Chief in Wasteland. I kind of want to get rid of this agitator. It's going to make people a little bit mad, but it'll end that event. Okay, covert ops. Shinosky was successful. The more radical workers mourn, but they think their chief had an accident while walking home drunk. Definitely was an accident. Look at those innocent eyes. Look at those innocent eyes. He wouldn't have a man killed. They want me to upgrade Wasteland miles. Not at the moment. No, thank you. Beleaguered trader column at border. A long column of traders is trying to enter the zone Silver City. They offer you 400 credits to let them in. They're fleeing from the raiders in Ridge State. The president of Ridge State has radioed us to make it clear we're not allowed to allow them in. I mean, 400 credits is 400 credits. And it makes somebody who's really cranky happy. Droog would be pretty happy if we let them in. All right, we're going to let them in. I am very bribable. All right, you have already moved. This is why I need to do things in order and not get in this nasty habit that I'm currently in. Ooh, is that the end, my friend? It is the end. Okay, you try to go as far as you can that way. The rest of us will pull out this way. Right here. The Reds will attack.
Move out. All clear, sir.
We like it. We like it a lot. If I remember right, weren't there a bunch of people here? One of these places had a bunch, but it looks like we've already soaked them up. All right, Reds, you can continue to help clear this out. That's totally fine by me. Okay, more are coming. Yeah, it's feeling more and more like we're going to end up needing a city like somewhere in here. Okay, you, dirt road. Okay, that was stupid expensive, but we're gearing up for the next city that's going to go right here. And I think I might even plop that this turn. I think I'm going to. So we're going to construct a new zone with a truck station. Okay. Nice defensive spot. It can pick up the rare metals and it can do some of the oil that's in the neighborhood. That's rather suspicious. Go see what's going on over there. I hope that's not a thing, because that's going to really suck if that's a thing. Why not build around the mountain hex? Because I'm going to found a city in there. I really like defensive spots like that. Yeah, it really sucks having to pay to get it in, but I'll be able to put units in these mountains and hills to defend it if I have to, and it's going to be so hard to dislodge that. I really like defensive locations. I do the same thing here, although this one's a hill. I do prefer hills because they're at least a little saner on the cost, but that's just where that landed. Yeah, over here, we were talking earlier probably about this spot, although this might make sense too because then we can avoid going through the dunes. That's pretty expensive too. You can build wind traps. And we did some experimenting with that in season 3. And it did seem that the higher the elevation of your wind trap, the more water you got. So actually, Gardos, I didn't even think about that, but you were right. We could totally build a wind trap directly in town here. And this is actually a pretty good location that maybe this is going to be a water and oil town. Maybe water and oil do mix. We're going to need a clever name with water and oil for this city. Start brainstorming that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Okay. No more hiding units. All right, we've made our moves. You could go further. Okay, maybe I haven't made all my moves. Okay, we have a nice supply road here, so we can be pretty pushy. Gotta be a little careful here because I pulled somebody out. We really just need more troops. And we have 15k soldiers waiting. Maybe we just drop soldiers here. Okay, High Command 2 finished. Industry 1 finished. You're not even building anything at the moment. You're going to finish a barracks next turn. I really wish we had housing. I'm feeling that a little bit. Okay, I think we might go directly to Bureau 3 here. We're not going to have the electricity, I can almost already guarantee. Bureau 3 needs 96. We've already maxed out our solar here. We have not maxed it out here. Again, you can build solar outside of your city. The thing is, you have to defend it. And that makes me very nervous. Turning off our power is killer. So unless I absolutely have to, the solar stays in the city. All right, we're going to do that. We need 4 more machines. And 400 rare metals. Again, I'm not trying to rag on the person who was asking the question, but this is why I don't sell rare metals. You can spend rare metals so quickly. So quickly. Once you start getting into the solar panels and or the, what is it, composite armor? I think we might also start the power up here too. We're going to be at that point where I think we're going to be power bound. So 2 more machines.
Aye, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get all that rolling. Misty Mountain, Daniel Day Lewiston, Emulsifier, Greywater. Okay, I kind of like Greywater. Greywater Gulch. I think that's already our winner. Hidden Valley Ranch. It probably has about the same amount of oil in it. Wolf says, did Hidden Valley enshittify or did my taste buds change? A lot of people have their taste buds change over time, so that could be possible. When I was a kid, I loved black-eyed peas, I cannot eat them anymore. It literally just tastes like I'm eating dirt. Like, just literal, like, straight up, like, spoonfuls of dirt. I used to love those as a kid. Put a little ketchup on those. I just can't. They're so bad. They're so bad. Okay, we do have some settlers. I think I'm gonna drop them here because we're having to pay those people while they're employed as settlers. So we're gonna drop them into the Silver City. Okay, card-wise, I would like to keep retiring people. 0 retirement. And I want reserve pool. All right, difficulty 8 or 4. All right, you're crappier than Minx.
Understood.
She retired. Okay. We still have a decent amount of points left. Okay, we do have a tactical genius. What other fate cards do we have? We're actually kind of sitting on quite a few. Let's get the... Ooh. Okay, let's get the GR combat drugs. Let's get the GR simulation. And that spends our points. I should have done that a while ago if I was going to do that. Okay, and we do have some covert ops. All right, let's learn more about these raiders because they're probably going to declare on us at some point.
Roger that.
That's another non-aligned.
Roger that.
Fine. How are we doing on that hydroponics? About 30% maybe. Also, apparently I was going to move this. I never got back around to it. We'll send him up that way. He can back up the mine, I think. I really hope they finish this guy off. That would be so glorious. All right. We also had a question about victory points. We are solidly in second, but we are only... I mean, he's 2.5 times higher than we are on VP. We are 1/3 of his population, and he is 1/3 of the planet's population. That makes me a little nervous. Although combined, 50, 62. So there's still a decent amount of miners. This is only about 60, 65% of the world pop. Interesting. I remember loving hot dogs as a kid. I'll eat a hot dog, but don't like them. I used to do the cheese dogs a lot. I like those, but those are like pure processed. I'm not even sure those have touched meat before. I actually recently got back into boiling hot dogs. My grandma used to do that. She would keep them frozen and then boil them to cook them. And I have this crappy microwave. Last time my microwave died, I bought I think it's a 1100 watt. I hate that thing. It can't cook shit. It makes popcorn. And everything else is undercooked or burned. Everything. I've tried so hard. Everything I can fiddle with on that thing, and I cannot get it to cook properly. So I decided I'd boil one day, and I haven't gone back since. They just are like way better than what that microwave could do. Next time I buy a microwave, I am not getting that powerful one. I'm gonna get like an 800 watt, back to like a sane person microwave. It was on sale at Costco. It was such a good deal. Yeah, I regret buying that thing. Okay, I am gonna take my break here. We're at the 2-hour mark, and I'm gonna go get some more of this delicious tea. Is there a good screen I can leave you guys with? This is one of those games that there's not really a great screen. Here, we can drool on the order of battle. Let me tell YouTube that I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a $5 here, so get up, get yourself a drink, get yourself a stretch. If you're not blocking the ads, I appreciate the pennies. And I will be back in $5, assuming my button works. Yes. Okay, and we're back. Tea brewing away. Carry on. All right. I think that was end of turn. Yep. All right, let's roll it. These shorter streams midweek are going to be really hard for us to make a ton of progress, so I'm trying to stay relatively focused here. Shoot, I don't think everybody here got a move. Although maybe I did. Come on, spiders, attack blue. You know you want to. That also means that blue has probably been pushing this, because this all used to be owned by what became the spiders. I really don't like that blue has those. I want that. All the ruins belong to me. I deserve them. Now that western front being nice and, well, I was gonna say quiet, and then they all shuffled around. I'm also gonna need some more road up here, I can already tell. All your ruins belong to us. Someone set us up the apocalypse. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, we don't like that. We don't like that one bit. Oh shoot, we didn't have side skirts? I thought we were done with side skirts. Oh, that sucks. All those tanks that we've designed recently don't have their side skirting. Okay, this is a problem. Okay, this is going to be a big problem.
Do it now!
I don't know if we're going to be able to save that unit.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, but we did. But we did. Okay, this is getting sketch as. We do not love this. This is the opposite of things that we love. Okay, I don't think I can wait anymore. I need that next unit. Can I raise them here? I think I can. All right, we are going to make another actual attacky unit. And actually, I'm kind of tempted to go for motorized. I like motorized a lot, but they're very oil hungry, but that is no longer a concern. We can basically produce as much oil as we would like. Then again, we are researching the assault squad. In fact, actually, organization, staff, all.
Standing by for orders.
Not allowed to do that? Okay. I guess we are working on that. Oh, he is working on it. Okay. Okay, maybe we can't afford that, but we still will raise. I think we're going to do another light infantry then. Raise that formation. And then I also want independent. Okay, I can't do it here. Can we do it over here? It's because of logistics. No, I cannot. We are short on industry. Okay. That kind of makes me feel like I want to drop another Industry 1 down in Wasteland Miles. Yeah. Okay. Model Design Council priorities, no changes. Military research. I think I am going to grab what we have. Let's get the RPG. We really could use those assault rifles. Ancient Complex in Silver City. We have an AI. For now, we're going to say make sure the AI doesn't talk to anybody. We'll come back to you later. Military advisors requested. This is from Ridge State. All right, we can soak that pretty easily. All right, yeah.
Roger
Sure.
that.
We can soak that. Okay, that's all of our decisions. All right, this is gonna suck because I don't have the points, but we're gonna go ahead and drop what I can. All right, I gotta make sure that we connect this up. All right, now there's a chance we can get some supplies in there. Probably not. We're gonna have to rush him back into supply next turn. You guys all work your way that way. Coming for you, buddy. I'm a-coming for you. I kind of want to make a city far enough north that if we discover anything in here, it can kind of reach it. So we're probably just going to plunk something. We'll probably plunk it 6 away from this. So if this was 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like right here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So like right north of this town. It's probably gonna not go past being a gas station, but that's all right. Yeah, well, our mines need to expand to meet the needs of the expanding industrial revolution. That's the holdup. Okay, you... Okay, good. It was just a spot I didn't explore properly. Phew! That could have been, that could have been a thing. Oh, that's fine. I don't think this guy can do anything on his own anyways. I'm gonna bring him down to this set. Right, you're definitely not moving off of that. How are we feeling here? We finished our barracks. We're out of industrial points, so I'm not going to queue anything else up. This was a very expensive turn. All right, we have 35 points. Our money is good. How are you feeling on your budget? You're still pretty in debt. You're building an oil well, so they'll be able to support themselves with the proceeds from the oil well. All right, well, we're going to leave that alone for now. All right, what else do we want then? We have medals of merit. No more 0 retirements. All right, medal of merit. For this one, I think I want my staff because he needs some more charisma. He already has one. Okay. Interior Council. Here you go, Wolf. You deserve this. Here's your gold star. There you go, buddy. We could actually do a second one. Let's just get that. Well, no, let's save it. No, we don't have to put those out at the moment. Keeping a little in the tank isn't a bad idea. All right, and you guys, unit admin, change color. Let's do like orange. That's not very orange. That also doesn't feel very orange. Custom color. I want something... Oh, like a dark. There we go. That looks very peachy, not dark orange. Let's try that again. Maybe that. Okay, at least I can tell them apart from the white stuff. I guess that's okay. Do you have any bonus cards? What do you mean by bonus card? Okay, he also did get some supply there, so we're all right. Or at least he is supplied. Oh, bonus money? I don't like giving them money, if I'm being honest. They should give me money. I feel like you're just funding your enemy when you're doing that. Oh, I forgot about that. We had some more rares down here. I mean, that's well and good, but where are my normal medals? Where are the normal metals? How do you manage to make time to actually build the first level of industry? That is the hardest decision to make in the early game, and probably the most important decision. It's a struggle. Generally for me, in an ideal world, I get bureaucracy 1 down. I probably build a second unit, and then I save for industry. The sooner you get it, the better, Axe. Not that I can show it here, but I never am floating extra IP. There's always something to spend on. So the sooner you get it, the better. Once you have the industry 1, you can use industry 1 to build more industry. So it's kind of more fuel. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Efficiency drive, gifts, spy, shadow diplomat. I do like the idea of getting an archaeology push. That might not be a bad idea either. Okay, you were out of supply, but you were okay here. Okay, let's get this road further. That's not really going to help where they're at, but maybe it'll help a little bit. Okay, we got 2 brown ones in here. I think we're gonna even attack.
Move out.
I'm not too worried about these guys.
All clear, sir.
Yeah, beautiful. It's gonna be really hard to keep this tank fueled up over there. I think we're gonna actually have the tank go this way and stay near the road. I think ditto with you. Yeah, we're gonna need that gas station. I said it was gonna go right here. How are we doing on this? 1 turn left. I probably can't afford my tank either. Oh, I can. I kind of want to get that. Now might be the moment. Are we doing something with our model? What are you doing at the moment? Okay, he's making that assault gun. Okay. I don't think I can wait for that. I do think we're going to go... We're going to recruit what we have. So I will take the lights. Raise that formation. And unit admin, you are going to be HQ'd to the 10th. Attack the spiders for their metal. Where's my chitinous armor that we can build? All right, and then the 8th, you're still going to be here. 10, 10, 10. Oh god, those things, they look like ticks. Ugh, I hate ticks. Okay, 300. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing, and I really want that metal. I need them to kill this stupid blue unit so I can get in there and steal that metal. I want that really badly. Okay, down here. How are you guys feeling? Not stellar. Understandable. All right, let's continue getting their basic needs. So next up would be University Hospital or VidCom. Let's do a uni.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. And you know what? This town is so important to me. Can I play Eager Industrialist? I can. Now, I'd like to save this to make an Industry 2 go to 3, but in this case, this might jumpstart the economy down here. This is going to be a really major city, or at least it needs to be. I think I'm going to do that. So we want to make sure we're in the right zone. Do it.
Okie
Don't say I never did anything for you. Interior task, no changes. Custom formations. I actually don't really have much I want to change at the moment on that, so we'll postpone that. 10th Infantry. All right, Minx, you're in.
Understood.
Good luck. Okay, that's still gonna be a zone card. Archaeological effort. We found an uncommon archaeological find. Yeah, we'll keep doing that turn after turn for a little bit. Okay, we have spy. Let's learn some more about the north, I think. You know what? Let's run a war game.
Understood.
XP on all commanders increased by 61. There you go. Oh, you're not in supply. Please get into supply. That could have been a little awkward. Okay, you are heading to there. Speaking of a little awkward. You guys are on your way. You guys are holding out the best you can. We made the replenishment troops. Yeah, it's gonna be really difficult for me to finish exploring this until we get that built. Okay, we're not building. 2 turns left on more solar. Are we really not building anything? I guess not. We did finish some solar. Okay, I think that just is what it is. Any other private ones? I don't think so. No. There's some fate card stuff, but we're out of fate points, so. Oh, did I not move the truck again? No, he's okay. He's fine where he's at. I just wanted to make sure that spider couldn't take my mine. Now blue cut off the spider for the time being, at least. Yeah, there should be some kind of depreciation or something when territory is cut off like this. Like this, his control of this should waste away if he doesn't at least have a city or something over there. That's annoying. I'm also feeling like I need another MG unit. I already pulled the one that was here off, and I think I need to replace it. I am very excited that we are expanding this fast, though. Yeah, shuffle off, spider. In fact, shuffle into that blue area. Discovered power plant. Okay. Entrenched, not a bad card. War game, 0 retirement. Excellent. Okay, Mr. Tank. We're gonna scrap move you as far as we can. All right, orange. I want these guys to come up to me. So I'm gonna do this and try to tempt them in because I want them to get this so it gets out of blue's hands. So for now, we're just gonna deploy like that and try to tempt them in. I'll even pull back from that. And that is what that is. No, I do not want to insert ads. Thank you, YouTube. Okay, 1.3 turns. Okay, nothing there. Okay, you come back to your post. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be having problems up here. We may be pulling red out because red may have nothing to do. I guess red comes and fights these. And maybe then red gets redeployed. All right, that's a little too far. I can't quite reach what I want to reach. All right, that is what that is. Yeah, I do think I'll send red against this. So we'll start building up our attack. They can start readying up while I get in position. Okay, metals, okay. Metal thing though is it's gonna go down here. 17k, 13, and 3.3. Yeah, we're gonna lose some of that soon. So I need to get this place up and running like sooner rather than later. Also, where were those uncommons? They were right where he's at. Fine. Give me... I guess I want to keep doing that till we know for sure. We found another uncommon in Silver City. Okay, that's all the way over there. Something's over here pushing me. I think we're gonna have to deploy him to there. We'll bring this guy over. Let's row. Well, I don't want to encourage the AI to... I don't want to encourage the AI to go over there. What are you doing currently? Nothing. They're making a little bit of money. All right, I'm going to call up the governor. I'm actually going to give them a little bit of a budget. We're going to go up to 100. No, I can't even do it. It's too small. We'll give them 31 credits because it's what I can do. I want to kickstart that town as hard as I can. How are you doing? You're still not done? Still have a turn. Okay, I think that's fine. We still have 34 points left. Let's go use that 0 retirement. 0 retirement. Do we have anyone left that we need to get rid of? No, we're actually good. Okay. Cool. Then Medal of Merit. Governors. Okay, who's the crankiest of them all? It's Liz Riz. Well, here's your gold star, Liz. Be happy. 19 points left. That's fine. We'll do some more archaeology next turn. If you slow build 4 or 5 independent tank battalions, is there any chance you can make them into a new OHQ? You would have to disband their independent to send them back to command, and then you could use units from your SHQ when you raise your new unit. It's a little fiddly, but you can do it. I'm just mad I designed all those new tanks thinking I had side skirts and we didn't actually have it researched. That's a little annoying because you need to have the turn that you... I think it's the turn after you just start designing the model for it to apply. As in, you have to get the skirt in turn and then start your model design. I think that's how that works. So I definitely know our older tanks don't have it. And I do think we will update our light tank model as soon as we're done with the assault gun, unless something else crazy comes up. Cough, assault guns. In fact, you know what? We might need to just tell them that's what we want. We didn't do that in Season 3, and I really regretted it. Okay, hydroponics are in. We got the blocker. Cool. Charge and some more good cards. Okay. Give me the military research. Paul. I want you to focus on basic tech because we do not have our guns. All right, light tank. We're going to start development. We're going to build upon the white splits. Now we're currently using a 60 howitzer and it's functioning just fine. We're probably gonna want a 60 millimeter if we fight a major, though. I think we are gonna do that, and we're already maxed out at 50 millimeter armor, already maxed out at heavy diesels. All right, that should be some good base stats, and it's the side skirts, so worth it. Okay, here. I like having this as a backup, but we're not in an emergency. Do we get the water soil recomposition just to have it? It's probably better to have it than not have it. I think we're going to do that. All right, drills for bureaucrats proposed. Okay, I don't really want the autocracy. We're going to have a bunch of events that are going to give us autocracy because we're going to get them from those guys down south. I really don't want that. I don't really want the commerce. All right, we'll just make everyone mad. Go to war with Ridge State. No.
Aye, aye, sir.
Those purple guys, man. What is wrong with them? Absolute warmongers. Come on, spooters. Come on, go cut this off. I'm sparing you right now. I'm sparing you so hard. Okay, here. Let's just get the Reds down south where we're gonna actually be fighting. We'll reform up here. Okay, you come out. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. Actually, spare that guy to swing around. Okay. Are you still not done? Okay, tell me I'm not crazy. Has this not said one turn for many turns? I swear this should be done by now. Let's... oh, I see what's happening. I don't think the supplies are reaching here. I think our supplies die right there. Okay, let's get the other road in. That should fix the problem. Yeah, I just caught it, Union. Our supplies in here and we can't reach this. This should do it though. All right. That was a little bit of a mistake, but that's all right. It's not the end of the world. All right, 0.3 turns left on your university. I can't really do much more than what I'm already doing for you. Over here. Okay, we have the basic quality of life down. We got the basic stuff good to go. We could do more solar. We could up our truck station. I don't think we've done that in our capital yet, though, and we're still okay. How are we looking on our bottlenecks? Yeah, the capital needs it, but we're okay here. Although getting that would push our logistics a little bit. So maybe, I don't know, it's just burning extra oil for not too much. We might be done here for the time being. I don't want to raise their quality of life too high above anything else. Industry 1 would be really good, but, well, we could afford it. Our metal's looking all right at the moment. We do keep running out of industrial points. All right, I convinced myself. Yeah. Industry 1, go. Workshop. New machines. All right, that'll be really nice. We'll have 3 industry cities that actually have population to work it, too. Again, in Season 3, we really struggled with that. We had great cities that just could not get enough population. Okay, you finished your solar panels. That'll be going up. Okay, we just committed to a major expense, so I don't think I want to do anything else. Let's raise an independent. I want a recon here. Recon buggies. Raise. All right, my buggies are going to unit admin, change HQ. You're part of the 10th. Right. And I think that's basically what we can afford for the turn. Okay, spy.
Roger that.
I'm kind of feeling the Grand Convention here. This is just literally all of our leaders get XP. I think we're gonna do it.
Understood.
The relation of all leaders improved with 6%, and they get every single leader gained 24 XP. I like that a lot. I could. The thing is, they won't stay there, so that's why I'm really wishing we had the housing at the moment. The housing really is good at anchoring the population in these little podunk towns. But you're right. I mean, there's no reason not to send some people there, so we will do that next turn. We're getting like 100 free colonists from that one site. So we get 100 of those. I think we get 200 population, and I think we get 300 recruits. So we're getting 600 free pop a turn, which is, in this game, pretty incredible. For not having cloning bays, at least. Maybe. Union says, do you need to focus the Economic Council? I hate to do that, though. It's such a big penalty. I think what I need to do is just keep getting more bureaucratic points. So that we can just up everything. Increase rank and send spy. And nothing crazy there. Alright, head on down. Okay, again, I really feel like I need an MG unit here. Can I afford that? Yeah, give me an MG unit here. Okay, they're brown. Okay, the 8th guy can go back to his headquarters over here. We'll spread them out here in a second. I'm still desperately waiting for a spider to come save me from this idiot. Okay, and over here... I mean, heck, I almost have a surround going on here. Alright, you know, if you're gonna let me, I won't say no. I'm gonna try to work my way into surround here on this, if he doesn't move out of it quick. Okay, there we go. We're good. Yeah, it was the logistics not reaching. Okay, new national budget, no changes. Number of leaders goes up to 26. So you want me to have 2 more leaders. Okay, I can do that. Upgrade C zone. Union Junction to a tier 4. Ask me later.
Sir.
Okay. We didn't get a governor? I guess next turn we'll get the governor request. Alright, zone borders. Okay, you are going to be in charge of everything here down to that rare. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You are closer, so we will give you this oil. And then I think we just probably give you like most of these mountains. Like you get this side of the mountains. And that oil. And I think there's basically no reason not to give you this area. Yeah, this is a weird pinch off thing. Yeah, we're going to give you all this. There you go. All right, you can be in charge of this too, apparently. All right, so you get this. I guess this isn't that painful. All right, that's what you get for now. Okay, I would like a unit to come sit over here. I should remember that. Are you going to be a major city? No, but I would like stuff here. We're going to have several resources. Let's start that off with a dirt road to here and a mine. Okay, rare metal facility needs 2 machines. Start
that.
construction. I need heavy industry
sir.
so we can start producing machines. All right, we'll get that going. We don't have a governor, so I can't call them yet. I'm gonna need a governor, and I promise to hire 2 more people. So what do we have? Merc, military, junior, senior, war games. So we don't have any talent, unfortunately. All right, give me a civvy,
Understood.
a military, and we'll just stop there. We'll see what they are next term. Doesn't really matter at the moment. And we've already moved that. Come eat this guy, pretty please. And we made that. Okay, 2 turns left on industry. So we have 400 metal left over once that's said and done. Can I do bureaucratic 3 here? 3 rounds of 200 metal. Not quite with that other thing I queued up. Are we building here too? Okay, we just finished the university. Construct, government. Let's go hospital next. Also, you would like some workers, so we'll send some colonists.
Okie
Send.
dokie.
Push on the free folk in the southeast. Sure. I can get that one at least. One in the northwest. All right. Well, apparently not. I don't have the logistics to fight that at the moment. Good call, though. Okay, I think that just might be a quick turn there. Can't afford the efficiency drive. We don't need to retire anyone to my knowledge yet. Yeah, let's just run that one. The problem is the logistics to get to that metal with blue in the way. I need this stupid blue pimple to pop right here. Yeah, the more I think about that, the more annoyed I'm getting. When he's completely cut off from his own territory, this should wither away and turn back to non-aligned. You shouldn't get to claim like the same thing with what's going on with me up here. I should not get to keep these territory like this. Push on the Fey folk. Can I swing around blue from the south? Logistically, no. I would need to get a road through here, and to do that, we need another town. Which, I mean, we're working on it. We're working on it. I gotta just be careful I don't make too many of these little gas station cities until they're up and running. Once I have the basics down, until we get housing, there's not much else I can build there. So, the spiders are like, never trust a spider, man. They'll always let you down. Okay, we just got attacked by that. We killed 400 infantry. Hot dog. Metal in Silver City. Metal in Silver City. I hope it's metal. I hope it's silver. Actually, I hope it's not, because that'd be a rare metal, I think. White's Blitz 2 is done. Tech level 5. Oh, we learned about someone's family. A personal guard, a child of the stars. All kinds of good things. War games, metal. Yep. Where is my metal? Ouch. 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 Okay, I'm not going to complain, but that's going to take me like 1,300 IP just to get a road in here. And we're definitely coming in from this side because there's no shot. No way in hell I'm drilling through this mountain. Maybe if we had the tech for it, but we don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. It's actually going to be better to give it to him. That's going to be a lot of logistics strain, but I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I can't afford it. All right, we'll go as far as we can. We're literally going to beeline this. What is it? Oh, and it's level 2. All right, well, we may as well peripherally mine that. It's already got horrible access anyways.
Copy that.
Metal is metal. I'm not going to complain. Okay, staff council priorities, no changes. Model design. Can you side skirt an APC? I don't know the answer to that. Otherwise, I don't think I want to do anything here. No new orders for the time being. Minor worker strike? What is this garbage? Alright, 31 credits, you bums. New governor. Okay, so we have 2 new people. We have Oscar Ironmoon, who's a Cap 4. Okay. Community leader. This is like the best you can get for a governor. Look at all those skills he's already got. Or Gordon. Sorry, Gordon. However, a Cap 4 is probably wasted there. Who's in charge here? Shinosuke. Who's also a Cap 4. Alright. Dim Bones Man. Alright, I think we're gonna Dim Bones Man, in recognition of your amazing service, I'm gonna put you in charge of a frontier city with amazing opportunities and potential. So I'm gonna call you up and I'm gonna relieve you and give you another job.
Aye, sir.
Okay, and Dim Bones Man, you are now in charge over there. And I'm gonna give you a call. Zone orders. All right, we're gonna change name. We liked Greywater Gulch. I like it. Greywater Gulch. That's not a G, Babel. That's not a G. Greywater Gulch. And I'm gonna give you, well, however much budget you can have. You can have emergency food. You should probably actually be an unincorporated zone. Maybe I didn't do that in my other city now I think about it. And we're paying normal wages. Oh, that should be everything.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay. New commander for the 11th. So that's going to be Oscar. No. Gordon. Gordon Ironwalker. What a name. Gordon, you're in. All right, but you're not actually Gordon. Reveal your true name to me. Where are you, Gordon? Gordon, rename. Who can I punish next? We already have an axe. Nobody hasn't had a turn that has been talking recently. So for now, he is still Gordon Ironwalker. It's kind of a cool name, I won't lie. Okay, then we'll have to get the new governor next turn. Okay. Let's do, no. Zone. Peripheral mining in Silver City.
Copy that.
We'll do that next turn. And another archaeological effort.
Copy that.
We found a rare archaeological find. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Okay, good. And I kind of want that like right now. Is that you? That's you. Okay, do we have points? We have a little bit. But I need that for the mine. Okay, mine first, this second. But very close second. Okay, 19. I think we are done. Oh, fix my chat. What's the job? I'd die immediately? Well, too late now. Now that you spoke, your true name, Gordon, is actually Flood water. All right, Floodwater, you are commander of the 11th MGs. And you're actually really, really good at it. Defensive tactics 50. You're a little too heroic for my taste, so you're probably going to get killed. You have good infantry tactics. Yeah, you're going to be a good leader. Your talents are wasted on the front, friend. Hailing from Greywater Gulch, it's the Iron Walker. I really like that name. I really like that name. Okay, we have the truck station done. I should queue something up here. I want the water, but I feel like I need to do the quality of life stuff first. Everyone's gonna leave otherwise. So barracks goes in first.
Aye, aye, sir.
And we'll get started on that. Dim Bones Man knows how to build barracks. He's done it before. He'll do it again. Okay, and then up here... Well, fancy that, friends. Looks like you got surrounded. All right, we'll let them ready up for a couple turns. We'll wipe these idiots out. Okay. I'm pretty happy with the progress we're making here. This is very good. I knew claiming these mountains would have something in them. I tend to find that you get metal mostly in the mountains, so this map's been a little weird. Run it. Man, imagine you could be moved to Silver City or Greywater Gulch, and you get your deployment info, and you find out you're going to Greywater Gulch. I really like that name. That was a good team effort on that one. Come on, spiders. Come on. Don't do me like this. Just kill this one blue unit and then take all of his territory. We have another metal so close. So close. Okay. Okay, that's progress. That's progress. You can do more than that. Elections have been held. Reformist Circle Old Majority is still held on. Time of efficiency is still going. The arachnids of Regala territory have leveled up to a hive. And we don't know who they are. Now those hives level up by eating free folk. So they're killing off world population as they're doing that. We got 4 new stratagems: archaeology, draft, military, and spy. Okay. Decisions. I want my governor first. Oscar Ironmoon. You're in. And before I forget, governor Oscar. I don't think we had anyone else. Okay. You will still be Oscar Ironmoon. All right, we would like to do the metal mine. Critical failure. We found 11,000 more metal, but lost 1 mining access. Womp womp. Okay, militia requires attention. All right, you can have head pats.
Copy that.
Boy, we haven't seen a new militia unit in forever. We have too many regular troops to get them, is what's going on. Incident with firing a popular subject. Okay, you again, Daniel? I'm starting to question your appointment here a little. We're going to reverse that. Motion enforcement reaches 69. Nice. I'll accept. New org. New. Military research priorities. No change. Okay, we have plenty of points. Our money is getting a little low. I think it's time for an efficiency drive.
Understood.
We failed for 770 credits. Okay. Let's do another archaeology effort.
Copy that.
Okay. We are quite sure that there are no other archaeological finds. Okay, we are done. I am pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. We got what? 2 uncommons and a rare. I will call that victory. All right, you, dirt road to there. All right, you, zone border. You get that. I know that hurts me too. All right, you, construct, mining, metal mine. Okay, we're gonna need some machines.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, get to it. Okay, metal mine next turn? No, building slow because we don't have the people here. Let's send what we do have.
Aye, aye, sir.
I might need to start actually recruiting some colonists. All right, and here we tighten the noose. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and they pulled back, so we did cap that point. That's something. I don't even think I want to poke the bear. I think we're just going to chill there for the time being. We finish our... Yeah, we finished Industry 1. Okay, so we have Industry 1 times 3 at the moment. And this, I'm probably not going to build industry anywhere else unless one of these towns like really takes off. So we're probably looking at upgrading into Industry 2 now. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, though. We do have the hydroponics. I don't think I can build that in town. Oh, I can. Yeah, okay, so we can compare here. So an agrodome level 1 takes 200 water. A hydroponics only takes 100, but it also takes 100 electricity. There also is a tech where you can automate this, and I think it halves the workers. I don't think it gets rid of all of them. So hydroponics is generally pretty good. I like it. The power's a little high, and high-tech parts are expensive. How much are those? Pretty expensive. I think we need 2 of those, right? Yes. I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that, though. I think we're in on that. I like having my food produced in my capital, and I can't build inside there anyways. And it uses less water, which we have still never made it to max water, so... I don't think I can spare the metal this turn, though. We need to wait on that, but soon, very soon. Hopefully that hive is harassing another major. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, they can't be dumber than the one over here that literally could just take this territory for me. I mean, he could literally just do it. He could just choose to do it at any time. Not yet. I don't want to push that war until we get the assault order of battle. That's going to be go time. Or I run out of things to do, and right now we have plenty of things to do, so. I think the next major expansion, the refueling station up here and the one in the southeast are the next 2. Yeah, and it would be right in here somewhere. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. So we need to snake a road down here, which is going to be pretty pricey. Then again, we just got a 50% increase in industrial points, so it'll be faster. He's building some sealed roads. He has expanded a lot, but I still don't think he's conquered anybody. His VPs haven't jumped enough. He got really screwed with his starting position. I like starting up against the top or the bottom because it kind of gives you your back to the wall, but not that literally. Like, I would want to start like here if I was in this area, not there. That is so bad. Yeah, all quiet. Stupid spiders. Come on. Come on, spiders. You're just being dumb on purpose at this point. I'm waiting for the metal mine to get put in. Hey, we discovered motorcycles. Generated 4. I might actually build some motorcycles. That would be hilarious. Can I build? I don't think I can do a full OHQ of them, can I normally? No. That would be amazing if I could do that right off the bat. I love that unit. Okay, this thing keeps poking me and I don't like it, but there's not much I can do about it. Okay. 1 turn left on the metal mine. We have lots of IP. Okay, now we can make the stretch for this. And I'm going to immediately plop a recycling center. So we need 2 more machines. Notice how many more machines we're having to use. I would really like heavy industry so we could produce those ourselves. What are you guys working on? Dome farms bed. Okay, good. That's what I want you to do. Yep, good job. Okay, Dim Bones Man is struggling a little bit to get the rare mine and the barracks done, but he's working on it. Okay, you guys not gonna collapse yourself? Then I'll do it to you. Actually, no. I'm gonna do my decisions first, like I should. Sure, let's make a bike. You can have carbines, a padded enviro suit. Go. Theater group is making fun of our great nation. A popular theater group is touring Greywater Gulch for months now. They are much loved by the populace, but their message is subversive and mocking our great nation. Our skin is thick enough to take some jokes. We get +7 on our meritocracy. Yeah. Yeah.
Aye, aye, sir.
Just fine by me.
Roger that.
We know that we're superior. The smallest dog barks the loudest. Okay, those were the decisions. Now we can attack. All right, buggies versus dinosaurs. Shinosuke did post about that to the dev, and he did say he was thinking about this for, I can't think of the name. Not Republica, but the next DLC. That maybe we can have like alien cavalry and whatnot that we could actually build ourselves. I'm so looking forward to that. All right, where's my Tinky Poo? There he is. All right, and then there's no reason to be gentle here. Do it. People seem very excited about that. Me too. I think that would be really cool. You can get some of these as auxiliaries if you can get a like alien that has them to group up with you, but it's very difficult. Very difficult. Okay, now we have kind of a decision to make here. What is Red gonna do? I think we might push this road further. But to do it... Okay, hang on. If we just add a dirt road here and here, that will cut down some of the distance. I think we need to sealed road it. That's pretty pricey, but... Well, actually, we also could up our truck station. I'm actually shocked we haven't had to do that yet. Let's do that. Logistics truck 2.
Roger that.
How are we feeling about our oil? 84,000. We're feeling just fine. We got so much oil, they're not even bothering to cap it all, so. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna get that. I think we're gonna start paving this direction. I want to get here so that we can plop that next gas station down. And then we can push on, hopefully to make this kind of our border. That's a nice defensive spot. And then we just have to make do with this. Railroad is also going to be needed pretty soon. We're starting to get really far out. But I don't know how we're going to afford that. Even with this is going to still be like 100 a turn. We also have these rares. I might need to just bite the bullet over here too and get this road started. We kind of need a road through here anyways. Is this a mountain or what is this? Okay, it's hills. Okay, it won't be any worse than the other one was. All right, I think I will do that one. Well, no. Yeah, I like to keep some in the tank at the end of turn, so we won't do that yet. Okay, strat-wise, we need some money. So give me an efficiency drive. All right, Wolf, I'm counting on you. Critical success, 3,080 credits. I don't know why I don't see people complain about this card. This card feels so overpowered. I don't know. I don't understand why people don't think efficiency drive is important. Everyone goes on and on about government, which is good, but my economy is efficiency. That is what we produce here in the Celestial Empire, is efficiency. We have the most efficient bureaucracy in the world. First time anyone's ever said that. Okay, we're not building anything here. Are we cool? We're pretty cool. Worker happiness diminished by 2 due to low quality of life. Okay, so they could use a little bit of quality of life here. And they would need everything except for entertainment to raise that. I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. You guys can just chill on that. Extreme Civ. Yeah, ironically enough, it's Wasteland Miles that's pulling this up on us. Okay, we're ready for more solar, but we don't need it here. Bureaucratic office, maybe, but I don't think I have the metal. Well, we probably have the metal. Okay, I think we're gonna do that. Get me that. Oh, we have to go up to the next city size. Okay. All right. Shinosuke? We cannot do it. Okay. Soon, TM, soon. Okay, then I think we're gonna produce another unit. Let's get these guys doled out. So, not gonna be much of a surprise. These guys are basically just gonna chill here where that other unit used to be. Raise formation. OHQ. Oh, we can't quite do it. What are we gonna be? What are we short on? IP. Okay. Okay. Industry 2's kind of looking kind of juicy. It's gonna be a metal problem again, though. Is there another major south of Silver City beyond the miner? Let's see. Yes, there is the Brython Dominion. And the Brython Dominion, if we look at their victory, is the powerful one. He has almost 50% of the world population. How the heck do you have that, friend? This must go off to the left pretty hard. That kind of makes me want to go to war with this guy sooner rather than later. Because I would prefer this was not my border. Again, though, I really want those assault groups before we actually do a real war. Light infantry is not a frontline excitement for me. Alright, I do think I'm going to start pushing this a little bit. Alright, Try that some. We can barely supply this far right now. We'll have to see what we can do next turn. Okay, and red. I mean, I know there's a unit up here I'm gonna have to hunt down, but I think... All right, let's head to where the road is gonna be. At least the best we can. Maybe you can go scouting. Hi. I mean, this is feeling pretty good, I will say. Greywater, how you doing? 1.4 turns, 1.1 turns. I overloaded him. I shouldn't have had him build 2 things. So we finished the hospital. We started the recycling center. 1 turn on the metal mine. That's going to be helpful. Okay, you're struggling. Let's pull you back. Yeah. All right, let me catch up on things here. Feeling Shred says, thanks for helping me the other day with my question about mechanics in the comments. I don't want to turn streams into... Oh, I don't mind, man. I don't mind if I can help people by answering stuff. That's totally cool by me. People teach me stuff all the time on stream. Maybe all the rad east forthcoming eventually war with the blue. It's not overpowered. I'm just skilled. Okay, there you go. I've made amends with this game. Well, there you go. I'm glad. Everyone else just needs to get good. For the first time, I actually went into the full planet generation process instead of a quick one. Found the option to start with no majors pestering you. Oh yeah, I always play with spread out. Always play with spread out. Sometimes it doesn't work, like this time, but most of the time it's pretty good. I really like that. You actually can even turn the other majors off if you really wanted to. Bloodwater says, I'm the 11th Infantry. Yes, you are. Yes, I do. You are right here. You are the garrison unit of Union Junction. And we'll probably see really heavy action if this blue war ever kicks off. This is going to be a flashpoint. One of the first goals in Operation Blue Sky Down will be taking this choke point and then clearing behind us. So this will be a flashpoint if it ever kicks off. My mistake was diving straight into the extreme game settings, thinking I would experience the game better that way. Yeah, this is a game that it has a lot of mechanics. Sometimes on some planets you can ignore them. Sometimes you can't. Like on some planets, water doesn't matter. Like you literally just have unlimited water, you never think about it. And on other planets, you are gonna die because you run out of water. And the same thing applies to metal or whatever. One suggestion I have for people, if you start getting bored, play a planet type that you don't normally play, because it'll force you to learn different game mechanics. AKA like the water's a big one. The difference between a planet with lots of water and little water is huge. Same thing with population. Low pop planets are very, very hard because there's almost no pop growth in this game. So unless you get cloning vats, that is a very painful game. With the VP of that major, is he going to win? You need to be 25 points ahead. No. So you have to get to 50 on victory score, and you have to be 25 ahead of a competitor. He's only 19 ahead of me. And if we soak up Reich, then he'll only be like 13 ahead of me. He'll have to beat me to win, I think, at least at our current going. And we are gaining some small VP as we push our borders. It's just slow. A bigger bump would be capturing a city if we could. But I'm not sure we have many cities over here. Maybe he has a city. Okay, I think that's everything for the turn. We also do, now that we've actually got our staff, we're actually getting some HQ stuff. Okay, Entrench isn't terrible. Blitzkrieg is great. Recon Enforce, I would love a OHQ of motorcycles that has Recon Enforce. That would be so good. Mechanized forces get 20% attack and minus 40 on defense, and they retreat at 20% losses. Because when you're doing those little probe attacks, you just want to attack and run. Like, you don't actually want to fight. So that's so good. Hold the line. Infantry get plus 50% on defense and minus 60% on attack. Retreat at 80% losses. This is fight to the death, essentially. Charge, 80% attack, but morale and experience minus 75%. So this would be one to put on like one of your really experienced groups that doesn't really get XP anymore. This feels like you're going to get a lot of losses, though. I'm not sure about charge. Okay, I think that's it for the turn, though. I don't... Oh, no. Prospecting push. We can still do more down here, I think. But we can't afford it. Okay, run it. I'm pretty happy with how this is progressing. I really wish these stupid spiders would take blue out over here. That extra metal would be so nice. And I don't really have a good solution. I don't know, maybe I just give up on the spiders and I cut off blue. Like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, we're doing the same thing in the other area, so I guess I just eat the admin strain. We're not done with that mine yet. That would be pretty nice, though. Even if it's a crappy mine, it's still a mine. We also have not found another water source. We're still on our original water. Had we not done peripherally mining, I think we actually would be out by now, too. Because didn't we find like 80,000 extra water or something? 100,000 water? That's actually becoming more worrisome now that I think about that. RPGs. Okay. What are you at? 121,000. We are still making positive. We were short on IP to make our truck station. Awkward. Alright, I think I've talked myself into this. Yeah, I think I've talked myself into this. Let's deploy orange. All right, we need a good name for orange because orange is an assault group. I think they are gonna be... Okay, so the 10th Light Infantry, so 10 LI. You guys are gonna be known as the Mustard Stains until I come up with something better. So we got the red shirts and the mustard stains. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna go for this metal. We're gonna peripheral the crap out of it. Yeah. Okay, on this side. Okay, we can get a bit further. All right, red, do it. We're hunting that unit that's up here somewhere. I think I'm gonna have the tank chill until we know where we need it. All right, and then we are gonna have to pay a big price here, and we're gonna seal some road. All the way to here, and then up to there, actually. Can't afford it. All right, we'll stop at that. That leaves us a little bit. All right, that should help our logistics go a few hexes further. The first road we've ever paved. And look, it only took us like a couple months instead of a few years like a real life road would take. Military research objective. Let's just get the rad filters. If we need them, we need them. Okay, Wasteland Mine. We did want to upgrade this. So yes. Yes, I do. And we're a little bit behind on IP, so I'm not going to queue that up, but we will do that next time. Okay, nation. Our money's doing great. We wanted to do a prospecting push over here. We're quite sure there are no hidden resources left. Okay, now we know. Okay, next one is going to be Greywater Gulch. And I can't afford it this turn, I don't think. Andrew, why are you so cranky? 75. You're really making my cards expensive. All right, well, it is what it is. And I think we're going to need some road to come down here, too, to supply this. Yeah. Okay, but I do think that's going to have to be it for today. I just realized that we are over our 3-hour mark for a weekday stream. So we are going to have to call it there. We will be back on Wednesday with more Shadow Empire. Shadow Empire is going to be the main stream other than our Dominion stream. At least that's my plan if something doesn't come up until we finish the run. So lots more Shadow Empire coming. We're a long ways out though, like probably 9+ hours of gameplay between us and victory. So a little bit of a buildy episode, but I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed this part of the game quite a bit. Yeah, this is going to be huge. This is a staging area, but will be nice. We're going to get that new place up here next time pretty quick. That won't take us too long to do. And then I think we're just going to have to all in on this stupid thing. Maybe we'll just drop the city on the metal. We may just do that. Even if that's not my favorite spot for a city. So, should be pretty interesting. We'll see how long we stay at peace with blue. We'll see how much more that one AI can run away with things. All right, thank you to, I believe it was just Slice tonight for the gifted membership. The support is always appreciated. If you guys enjoyed yourselves, don't forget to leave a like on it. That really does help the channel out quite a bit. YouTube keeps screwing with the algorithm and things are all wonky right now. It's not really showing stuff to new people. Like my new people looking at the channel's down like 80%. It's pretty bad right now. So the regulars are here and no new people. So those likes go a long ways to help that. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you back here in the live chat or in the comments on videos. And if you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks on a video or VOD. You can join me live for a super chat, check out the Patreon, or become a member here on YouTube. That support goes a long, long ways. It's very appreciated. I think I have my next little piece of gear upgrade. I think it's time to get that Steam Deck. With the amount of fat fingering problems we've had recently, that's kind of got my eye on that next. So new upgrade coming soon, TM. All right, guys, enjoy your Tuesday. I'm planning on being back on Wednesday. Don't forget we have the pregame video for Raga coming tomorrow. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. All right, guys, I'm going to play us out with an ad here, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Babble out.